Okay, good evening once again. Justus Muhumuza is my name. And today we're going to be looking at a few things that we can be able to do to be able to build our business and to be able to take our business to the next level. Earlier today was we had a training today at our office as earlier agreed and communicated that we shall always have a training every Saturday at our Lion King's office. So today we had one and it was quite amazing. The attendance was quite amazing. Last day, our training had only 2 distributors. But surprisingly, today we had a total of 12 distributors. 12. We had 9 distributors, and then we also had I think about 5 guests. So all together the meeting went to about almost to 13, 14, 15 people. And we managed to, from today's training, we managed to sell products worth about 2,500,000, which I think to me was a good day. So we plan to be doing a lot of these trainings every Saturday and every Wednesday. And I'm sure also the office in Mbarara, I know last Sunday you had your own meeting. I'm sure that we will also be having a lot of meetings to utilize our office so that we can be able to get a return on the investment, because we are investing a lot of money in these offices. So as distributors, you are highly encouraged and recommended to make sure that we utilize these offices so that we can be able to build great businesses. Yes. One of the things that we are discussing today, we were discussing about being creative as we are building a business. And one of the ladies that I had in the meeting, she's a tailor. She has her own shop, and she was telling me that on averagely on a daily basis, she will actually have about an average of 5 to 10 clients visiting her office. Can you imagine? An average of 5 to 10 clients visiting her office. So that would simply mean that by the end of the month, she has actually had close to 300 people that have actually visited her office. And then I asked her, so why not growing? And her answer was very simple. I am not growing because I'm not seeing people. I don't get customers to sell to. I don't get people to join the business. And in my mind, I was really, really challenged, because if someone is having an average of almost 300 people visiting her shop every single month, and then she can't do a 330, she can't do 1,000 points. And all these people that visit her shop are old, mature people who have actually come for some tailoring works. So I was like, man, you really need to be creative. You need to be creative to see how best you can be able to build your business, because you're actually in a much better position that you have a shop. People come to you, but me, I have to look for people. Can you imagine? So we were talking about being creative. I see we have Babiri Elena here on this call. Babiri Elena, I think you also have the same privilege that you have a pharmacy. And in your pharmacy, you actually have people that come into your pharmacy on a daily basis. Most probably, you could be having about 20 clients visiting your pharmacy. So it's important to utilize what you have so that you can be able to build to build a business. And all of us, as we are on this call, I am sure that in one way or the other, we are advantaged in some way or the other. Others are more advantaged than others. So you need to take advantage. One of the things I advised this lady who has a tailoring shop, I advised her, look, you don't even have to tell people, to talk to people, to give you phone numbers and tell them this and this. You can even just get, you can actually just get, you can just get a visitor's book, put it there. Someone comes into your shop, says, hey, hello, how are you? Please, I need you to write in my visitor's book, I need your contacts. Maybe one of these days, I could contact you and I take you through what else I do apart from my what? From my tailoring business. You know? So I was telling her, look, you need to buy some products. You need to buy some stock. Buy some stock, put in your shop. I am sure when people come into your shop, probably they are going to ask, what do you do? What do you have? What is this? What does this do? I mean, get lifestyle magazines, put all over the place. Put on your desk so that when someone comes to buy medicine in your pharmacy or in your shop, he's being entertained in the what? Being entertained with a lifestyle magazine. And it's, so wait a minute. So what is this? What does this do? And then you have an opportunity of presenting and telling them more about your product. So we need to find ways of being creative to be able to build our business. And I was giving them an example. I once worked with a traffic policeman, and this traffic policeman is actually one of the best people that I've worked with. He became director in only 4 months. What this guy used to do, he was a traffic police guy. What he used to do, he used to go on the road and start stopping vehicles. And he was stopping only big vehicles. Stopping them, look, Sebo, how are you? I actually didn't stop you because you have any problem. I stopped you because there is some good information that I would love to share with you. My name is so-and-so, and I have very nice food supplements. I also have products for farming that you can actually be able to use on your farm. By any chance, are you a farmer? By any chance, do you know any farmer? Or by any chance, do you have any sick people in your family? And I'm telling you, on a daily basis, this gentleman used to come to office with about 1 to 2 clients who are actually buying products of over 1 million shillings. Now, that was his own way of doing, his own creative way of doing things. And like I said, all of us on this call, we are advantaged in one way or the other. So you need to take advantage. You not take advantage of what you do. I mean, Mr. Ekekes here is a lecturer. I want to look at all the students that you're actually doing what? That you're teaching, that are in your institute. Why don't you find ways of converting these people into distributors, into customers? Why don't you find ways of asking them, by the way, is your father a farmer? Is your father doing this? Does your father have any health challenges? I have solutions that I can offer to your parents, you know? So we need to be creative and find ways on how we can be able to grow our business. I like what the guys in Mbarara are doing. Creative ways of using WhatsApp groups. I was having a chat with one of the leaders in Mbarara, and he told me that he has now reached a following of 350,000 people. Now, 350,000 people viewing his status, viewing his products, viewing his business. Why is he not going to make it? Automatically, he is going to make it. Why? Because he has found a creative way of building his business. 300,000. And he told me that by the end of this year, I want to reach a following of 1 million people. 1 million people simply means a lot, because it tells me now I am doing an average of 6,000 personal points. By August, I want to be doing an average of 10,000 points. And of course, the fact that he's able to reach a huge audience, of people, that means 10,000 points is actually undermining his own potential. That means he can even do better, because if you have a huge following of over 1 million people, that would simply mean that you can even do over 20,000 personal points. You can grow a team, you can grow business, and you find yourself doing 100,000 points. So let's be creative. I love the Tanzanians. The Tanzanians have found creative ways of using social media, using Instagram, using Facebook to build a huge business. I have some friends in Tanzania today who are earning over 20 million, 30 million, 40 million shillings. Why? Because they have chosen and decided to be creative, building their business through social media. So that's what I'm talking about. We need to find creative ways of connecting with people, creative ways of having huge followings. I remember there's a time whereby the Ugandan business exploded, and we had quite amazing results. Why did it explode? Because out of the blue, through being creative, there was an idea that every single time you speak to people about the business, you speak to people about the product, ask them to give you referrals. Got into their phone, interview them, ask them. So with what we have discussed today, with what we have talked about today, do you have any people that you can recommend me that I can actually be able to do business with? And up to today, the referral system still works. Every single people we speak to about the business, we always encourage that go ahead and ask them to give you at least 10 to 20 contacts of serious farmers, people who have health challenges, and people who are entrepreneurial and are interested in building part-time business for part-time income. Ask them, do you have any rich people that think can afford my products that you can recommend me to, that I can speak to about my products? So let's be creative. Let's be creative. The world is ruled by people who are thinkers. The world is ruled by people who put off time to think. So you need to think. I need to think. You need to think of how can I take my business to the next level? Because in the end, our main responsibility is to help you understand the business, to paint a picture for you, to show you that if you do this, you can actually achieve this. If you did this, you can grow. If you did this and this and this, by the end of this year, you can be a director. Remember, our goal as Lion Kings is developing 20 directors this year. So far, we have one director who was developed last month. As I speak today, we are also developing a new director this month. What does that mean? It simply means that we have 2 and 18 to go. How are we going to do it? I don't know. But in a way or the other, we are going to force people, we are going to get people to help them to build businesses so that they can be able to grow and become directors. Not until we achieve our goal of developing 10 directors, but we are not going to give up. We are not going to give up. We are going to keep on working, to keep on thinking, to be creative, and see how best can we do up, best can we get this business rolling. Because the truth is the business works. The truth is there is money in the business. You can travel. The products work. So if the business works, why are you not growing? Why am I not growing? Is it a problem of the company? Not at all. Is it a problem of my upline? Not at all. Is it a problem of my downline? Not at all. Is it a problem of the economy? Not at all. No. It is me that is actually the problem. It is me that is not growing. It is me that is not thinking hard. It is me that is not doing what I'm supposed to be doing to be able to succeed. Today I had, like I told you, I had a turn-up of about 15 people for my training. So what happens if I was having a turn-up and I collected about 2.5 million for orders and collected one kit? So what about if I was to have these daily trainings whereby every single day I am having a meeting and I'm hosting an average of 15 to 20 people. And I'm getting 2 to 3 kits every meeting. I am collecting orders of 2 to 3 for 5 million shillings every meeting. What does that mean? That would simply mean that I would automatically grow. So the question as to why some of us are not yet growing is because first and foremost, we are not yet giving it our best. We are not giving it our best. I was speaking to one of the leaders this evening, was telling me, Justus, I am completely tired of poverty. I want to grow. I want to succeed. I want to be earning 10 million shillings as a commission by the end of the year. I want to be earning a commission together with the profits of about 15 million shillings every single month by the close of the year. That is why today I don't sleep. He was telling me that back in the days, I used to find by 10 I was always sleeping. But right now, I don't know what's happening to me. By midnight, I still don't have enough sleep. I am still working and trying to see how best to connect with the people, because through connecting with the people, that's how I'm able to grow. So we need to step out of our comfort zones. We need to step out of our comfort zones. We need to get out and say, if this business works, if this business has worked for people, if people are earning 10, 15, 20 million shillings out of this business, I also want this money. People have just returned from Mauritius. I also love traveling. We have a trip to Zanzibar in the month of October. I want to be part of that trip. We have a trip to Cape Town next year in the month of May. I want to be part of that trip. We have a trip to Paris in the month of September. I may be missing out of this trip, but the next trip I would want to be part of the what? Part of the trip. So we need to get out of our comfort zones and we say, you know what? Enough is enough. I am tired of poverty. It is now or never. I am going to build it. I am going to make money out of this business. I am going to force this business to work for me. Surprisingly, there is a statement that says that nothing can stop up a made-up mind. Nothing can stop a made-up mind. Trust me, I see we are 14 serious distributors. If we all decided and said in every meeting, each one of us are going to be having 5 guests, and you make that decision, I'm telling you, we will be hitting 100 people. All of us on this call, if we made up our mind and we said that by the end of this year, we want to become directors, we are going to do monthly 3 in 30s, or we are going to sponsor in bunches so that we can have a vast number of people to work with. Or you say, I am going to run mad and make sure that this business, I am actually following and hitting the company targets. Because company targets, every distributor is expected to sponsor 3 people every month. Every manager is expected to sponsor 5 people every month. Every senior manager is expected to sponsor 10 people every month. Every director is expected to sponsor 15 people. Every world team member is expected to sponsor 20 people in their personal teams every single month. So if we can make up our minds and decide to tap into our creativity, we get out of our comfort zones, all these targets, we can actually be able to hit them. We can be able to hit them. A few months ago, Dennis said, you know what? I want to be #1 in personal PV in the whole of East Africa. And trust me, he is going to take the #1 position. I am very confident about it because I am seeing that he is made up. And there is nothing that can stop a made up mind. I mean, he's doing an average of 6,000 points every month. And you know, that's the most interesting bit about our business. Dennis is one of the people that we struggled with to do 100 personal points every single month. His first 2 to 3 years in the business, it was a hustle to do 100 personal PV every month. But look, sometimes he has done 7,000 personal points. Right now, as we speak today, I think he has about 5,400 personal points. Why? He just made up his mind. He says, you know what? I want to make money. I don't want to remain in poverty. Time is running out. I need to make money. I have so many dreams to catch up on. So I am going to give it my best. I am going to make sure that through my profits and commission, I am earning a minimum of 10 million shillings every single month. And trust me, he is doing it. He has made up his mind. And then secondly, creativity has come in. Creativity has come in through ways of connecting with people. And then the other thing that really matters, Rome was never built in one day. That is the saying. Rome was never built in one day. A director-sized business is not built in one day. A SAFA director size of business is not built in one day. A Ruby-sized business is not built in one day. John C. Maxwell says that the secret to your success is hidden in your daily agenda. The secret to your success is hidden in your daily agenda, your daily programs, your daily targets, your daily activities. What are you putting in on a daily basis? And that's what all of us as leaders, we need to do. In the morning, you need to ask yourself a question. What must I do today to grow and expand my business? Then in the evening, ask yourself another question. Have I done what I am supposed to do for me to have a kind of business that I would want to have? In the morning, what can I do to grow my business? In the evening, have I done what I'm supposed to do to grow my business? So the question is, what am I supposed to do daily to grow my business? Number one is using the products. Well, someone may ask me, using the products, that means I'm spending money. So how does using the products, what is the relationship between using the products and growing my business? Now, this is what I don't know. I do not know why when they were coming up with the basics, the 3 success habits, I don't know why they said use the products. And then after using the products, recommend the products, and then train, and then collect numbers. I don't know why but that's what works. I tried it in my first 5 years. When I joined the business, I was not using products. And trust me, my business was crumbling. My business was not growing. My business was stuck. My business was stuck. For a very long time, my business was stuck. Why? Because I was not doing the basics the right way. When I made a decision and I said, I am going to start using the products, my goodness. In 6 months, I was doing over 1,000 points. In 1 year, I had about 10 people who are doing over 1,000 points. Right now, as I speak, because of me readjusting and trying to do business the right way, as we speak today, let me see, as we speak today, I have 7 people. All of them have 2,000 points and above. 7 distributors doing over 2,000 points and above. There are 4 people who have over 3,000 points and above. Can you imagine? Now, if I'm to calculate those who have 1,000 points, they are about over 10 people that have 1,000 points. How did that come about? It came about by me deciding and said, you know what? Let me do my business the right way. And I started using the products. I started building a customer base. I decided to buy a customer book and keep my records. I decided to develop a follow-up system. So by doing this, the whole entire team started doing it. And today in my team, I have people who are much, much better and more organized than I am. So what are you supposed to be doing on a daily basis to grow your business? Number one, use the products. And please don't take shortcuts. If the company says that if you want to succeed in this business, start by using the products. Buy the products, use them. Then number two is generating a list of names. Generate a list of names. Update your name list on a daily basis. Collect contacts on a daily basis. Find creative ways of adding 100 people in your phone book every day. Why am I saying find creative ways of adding 100 people in your phone book every day? I am saying it because that's what we are doing. There are even some days whereby we add 3,000 contacts in our phones. I think Dennis is organizing a session on that. He's going to be sharing with us next week on Wednesday. Next week on Wednesday, Dennis is going to be sharing with us how he is able to grow his contact list by an average of 3,500 people every single day. No wonder that's why he already has a following of over 300,000 people. So he's going to be sharing with us. So if you are a serious distributor who wants to grow their business, make sure that you don't forget to log in next week on Wednesday, exactly 8. And we need to make sure that all our team members are able to log in. We need to make sure that we log in as many people as possible. Collecting names, collecting contacts is another daily activity. The other daily activity is presenting about your products. Presenting to new people about your products. Even by simply putting all these packs, the men and women's pack, vitality pack, the manpower pack, diabetes pack, bone and joint health, diabetes pack, All these ads, we are creating them so that you can put them on your statuses, so that you can use them to educate people, so that you can use them to advertise on all the different social media platforms that you have. Because we know that through advertising, through reaching out to many people, that is how we are going to end up with as many people buying products from us as possible. So advertise your products every day, advertise your business every day on all different social media platforms. Let people know that if you have ulcers, you have to look for Evelyn Murema. If you have pressure, you have to look for Ikeke Stephen. If you need manpower, you need to visit Vaviria's pharmacy. If you want a super grow, you need to call Ochan Levy. So we need to advertise and promote ourselves like crazy. What makes us money is when you have as many people as possible, knowing that when I have a problem, I run to this person. What has made Dr. Kasenen a lot of money? It's because Dr. Kasenen is able to advertise himself like crazy. So we need to find ways of advertising ourselves. So advertising and marketing our brand and marketing ourselves every single day is also a daily activity. In fact, it's one of the most important daily activities. So we talked about using products, collecting contacts, and then advertising ourselves every single day. And then not forgetting presenting about the products or presenting about the business on a daily basis. That is also another daily activity. Now, whether you're getting results or you're not getting results, just keep on presenting. You know the funniest bit about our business? Business is very funny, very, very funny. You can be there and you present and present and present, people are not joining. And one day you'll make a mistake and you sponsor one monster distributor. He comes and in a space of 2 years, he has a team of like 200,000 people. I'm telling you, I have seen it happen. Not once, not twice, but with very many people. So we just need to keep sponsoring, especially as serious distributors who want to grow their business. We must work on targets. You have a target of sponsoring 3 people. You have a target of presenting to 10 people every day. You have a target of making a sale every day. You have a target of making sure that you add names into your what? Of adding names into your contact list. You have a target of growing your audience every day. You have a target of increasing your following every day. Targets. Targets. The other daily activity is training. Sometimes I meet distributors and say, this business is very hard. You know, I've been around for 6 months and I've not made any step. Now, the fact that for the last 6 months, the only trainings he has attended are only like 2 or 3. And he has even not attended any Zoom meeting. And he wants to do what? He wants to grow. So we need to train every single day. Train every single day. Training every single day does not mean you coming to office every day, does not mean coming for Zoom meetings every day, does not mean no. You also need to do your own personal research. Read the catalogs, read the brochures, read everything, personal development books, listen to these audio videos via YouTube, listen to all those trainings. That is how you're able to grow personally. That is how you're able to grow in skill. That's how you're going to be more enlightened about the business. And that is how you are going to be able to understand the business. And for you to help people understand the business, you need to understand it first. There are some people who have not understood the business, and they're always in a constant struggle of helping people to understand the business. You cannot help someone else understand unless you also do what? Understand. So training. training. So these are some of the things that we must do. The other time I also spoke about communicating to your upline, communicating to your downlines every single day. That is also one serious good activity that must be done on a daily basis if you're going to grow. Communicating to your downlines every day, communicating to your uplines every single day. You find that you have constant plannings with your upline, constant phone calls with your upline, constant education and mentorship with your upline over the what? Either physical or online. So these are some of the things that we must do if we are going to become successful. Remember that the secret to your success is hidden in your daily agenda. You work every day, there is a chance that your business is going to grow. This business of working once a week, it does not take you anywhere. In fact, it will slowly but surely starve you to death. So let's go out there and grow our business. Let's grow out there and see how best we can take this thing to the next level. So be creative, think out of the box. Let's see how we can generate some new brand ideas on how to be able to grow and succeed in our business. But most importantly, use products daily, recommend the products daily, collect contacts daily, train on a daily what? On a daily basis. Now, Zanzibar is here. Registration is ongoing. We want to have a plane filled with a minimum of 20 people. Minimum 20 people. We want when we enter the plane and we are all looking good, we are all looking the same. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. The cost is only 2.85 million shillings. Please register. The 2.85 million shillings includes meals, transport, air flight, accommodation, boat cruise, swimming with the turtles, swimming with the dolphins, swimming in the white sand beaches of Zanzibar. All those things are actually inclusive. So let's work hard. Let us register. Help us to plan better. It's going to be fun. Please do not miss. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Remember that next week on Wednesday, we are going to be having a huge, massive training whereby one of the best in East Africa is going to be teaching us exactly what he's doing to have a huge following of over 300,000 people. Thank you so much and have a blessed night.